Good evening and welcome to Derby Arena. It is match night 6 of the National Badminton League. It's Team Derby versus University of Nottingham Badminton. This is the last round of regular season fixtures. Places up for grabs in June's Championship Finals Day at the K2 in Crawley. There is a race to finish in the top 4. Everything to play for. All 3 fixtures tonight can have a bearing on who qualifies for Finals Day. This is the second fixture at the brand new Derby Arena. What a fantastic arena it is. Both teams come here after strong wins on match night. 5-Team Derby, their first ever appearance at their brand new home, beat MK Badminton 5-0, and University of Nottingham beat table-topping Surrey Smashers 4-1. 2 points tonight would secure a top 4 spot for Nottingham. The Birmingham and Loughborough results will become relevant if Nottingham lose by 4 or 5 points. We'll try and keep you across all the live scores as much as we can on this live stream. For Derby, 4 points would guarantee them a playoff spot, and they need to match or better Birmingham's result to qualify. John, it's been a great season so far. This is the last match night of the regular action, and we're in for a very close contest.
Yeah, as you said, Rob, this is a very close match. Both teams are in good form, with Team Derby winning 5-0 at the last match at the Derby Arena here, and obviously the University of Nottingham beating a very strong Surrey Smashers team 4-1. So I'm expecting a very tight match, and we've got some really close games to look forward to. There's some really close and really competitive matches.
That's the voice of John Quinn, head of England Performance, who's my co-commentator, myself, Rob Hayes, and John taking you through all the action this evening. Let's run you quickly through the order of play, then we'll start with men's singles. Rajiv Usef of Team Derby will take on Kieran Merrilees of the University of Nottingham. Then it's the women's singles, Karen Schnarzer versus Olga Conan. Then the women's doubles, Kate Roberts-Shaw and Donna Kellogg against Alex Langley and Ellen Maratha-Lingram. The mixed doubles then, Martin Campbell and Gail Ems against Adam Hall and Chloe McGee. And we'll round off the evening's action with the men's doubles, Chris Coles and Andy Ellis versus Chris Adcock and Robert Blair. Team Derby have stuck with exactly the same team that got that whitewash victory over MK Badminton in March. Their head player coach, Donna Kellogg, opting to stick with the same side, but University of Nottingham, up until a couple of hours ago, were intending to do the same, but a very last-minute change to their lineup. Alex Langley coming in for Carissa Turner, who is unwell. Obviously, the only event that they lost last time out was the women's doubles that Carissa Turner played in, but how much will that late change affect the balance of the team, John?
I don't think it's going to affect it too much. Alex is a very experienced player, former player on the world-class performance program at Milton Keynes, so it doesn't weaken the side at all, in my opinion. Obviously, Clarissa and Ellen have played together before, so the only concern was that Alex hasn't played any games with Ellen before, but in terms of player level, there is no drop in performance here. So, you know, I think we can expect a very by Alex and Ellen against a strong Kate Roberts-Shaw and Donna Kellogg.
Well, the Derby Arena is filling up very nicely here. We're just about ready for the players to enter. In fact, here they come. The away side coming out first, University of Nottingham.
Scotland's next big star, Adam Hall. Ireland's double Olympian, Chloe McGee. Former world champion finalist, Rob Blair. And back for more NBL action, Alex Langley. Substitutes tonight for University of Nottingham, former England international Christian Roma, and rising under-19 star Serena Midhart.
There we go then, the visitors in this East Midlands clash, University of Nottingham.
Here they come, led by captain, 7-time national champion, Rajiv Usef.
And here come Team Derby.
The German with European bronze medal, Karen Schnarzer. Making her mark on the international circuit, Kate Roberts-Shaw. 3-time Olympian and World Championships finalist, Donna Kellogg, Andy. Scotland's big hitting doubles specialist Martin Campbell. Olympic silver medalist and former world #1 Gail Evans MBE. With one of the biggest smashes in the NBL, it's Chris Coles. And expect nothing but all that passion in a power game from Andy Ellis. So this evening, he's won everything to win at junior level. Rhys Walker. One of England's brightest young talents, Ollie Matsala. And his first appearance for Team Derby under-17 star, Josh Long. We have the reigning under-19s national champion, Olivia Powell. And making her NBL debut, give it up for young gun, Tiara Samuel.
That then is Team Derby, 13 players strong, John. They've brought the entire squad out for tonight.
Yes, I think they're trying to intimidate University of Nottingham team, but of course we know which players are going to be playing tonight, but it's a great opportunity for some of these young players to actually get on court. I know they're not going to play, but to be involved in this sort of atmosphere is fantastic. It's a great learning experience for them.
It took them a little while to work out how they were all going to fit across the court then, squashing up.
No, it's really, really good for these young players. As I say, there's 5 players there who are junior players, and just to be on the same team as world medalists like Gail Ems and Olympic performers like Donna Kellogg, it's just fantastic for them. It's a great experience, and hopefully they'll get their opportunities in future matches.
Yeah, just how special or how different is an NBL match night to the regular season that most badminton players would embark on?
Well, I think what we can expect is lots of close matches, high intensity, high speed. With the new scoring system of 5 games to 9, there is no respite at all in the action. Everything's fast-paced, everything's very aggressive, so expect a lot of action.
That's right. If you are new to the NBL and you're joining us for the first time this evening, you are very welcome, but where have you been? The format is best of 5 games, as John said, each one first to 9 points. And the 5th game decider, should we need one, is a sudden death tiebreak, first to 5 points or by a clear 3-point winning margin. One of the things that I've been most excited about this season, John, is the use of the power play point. Just talk us through that concept and what it could mean in terms of a match.
Obviously, the power play gives the team that calls the power play an opportunity to score 2 points, which can make a massive difference in the momentum of a game. A pair can potentially be losing a set. They take the power play. It completely switches the momentum and the direction of the game. So I'm looking forward to them to see when each team will call their power play, because it can have a massive impact on the results of each tie.
It can indeed. We're welcoming our match officials now into Derby Arena. The teams are poised on their benches. And Derby Arena is just about full for this. It's match night 6. As we say, the closeness of not only the individual matches, the overall match nights, but the entire season has led it to be that any of the top 6 could still make the championship finals day, which is coming up on the 7th of June at the K2 Crawley.
Yes, both these teams have got it all to play for tonight. They want to finish as high as possible in the table to give them the best opportunity for an easier, potentially easier match in the playoffs in Crawley in June. But both teams will be looking to get an early initiative in this game, and obviously they've just called on the men's singles with Kieran Merrilees and Rajiv Youssef, so it's going to be really exciting, and the team that can really start well gives them a lot of momentum and in the tie.
There is that man, Rajiv Youssef. We are expecting to hear from him at some point this evening. He's going to come and join us in the commentary box after he's been in action on court. He is the Team Derby captain. He is the undisputed England #1, GB #1, but he's only sort of played 4, lost 2 of his NBL fixtures.
That's right. There's no doubt Raj is the #1 player in GB, but he's had a bit of a mixed season so far in the NBL. He lost a very good player in Henry Huskainen for Loughborough, but in his second last match when they played Surrey Smashers, Raj had an unexpected loss to Carl Baxter. But he came out in his next match and won a very easy game against Milton Keynes. So, and obviously Kieran's been in really fine form so far in the NBL, winning all 4 of his matches, and actually beating Carl Baxter in the last game 5-4 in the final set. So I'm expecting a close match. Even though Raj is the favourite, Kieran's going to come into this match with a lot of confidence, knowing that he's beaten Carl and potentially he can cause an upset here.
He could indeed, but the head-to-head doesn't look very good for him. Usef leads the head-to-head between these two, 4-0, including knocking Kieran out of the Commonwealth Games. But like you say, Kieran, a 100% record. We watched him in action last time out. He was in great form. We spoke to him in the commentary box. He's really enjoying this format. And as you say, this could be a real sort of showcase opening to this evening.
Absolutely. Kieran's performed very well in the NBL, because I actually think this style of scoring and the whole atmosphere really suits his game. You know, he likes to play fast, he likes to play aggressive, and this best of 5 to 9 really suits his style.
The lights have gone dim here in the Derby Arena, apart from those directly above the court, because we are about to get match night 6 underway. First on court, Rajiv Usef against Kieran Merrilees. A hush around Derby Arena, John, because they anticipating the start of a very good contest here.
Yes, both teams are really going to be looking forward to getting an early start in this match. And it's essential for Team Derby that Raj really stamps his authority over Kieran. As I say, he does have a very good record against Kieran, but I'm expecting a very close match here.
Usef gets us underway then. Match night 6 has begun, and it's begun well for the home side. They're very well supported here last time out. Very noisy arena, this.
Yeah, so far in the NBL, the home support has played a massive difference in all the games that we've witnessed, and it was especially evident in the last match when Derby played here against a good Milton Keynes team, and Derby basically steamrolled them 5-0 and really got the crowd behind them, and I'm sure that Raj is going to be looking to do exactly the same here. Get the crowd behind them very early on, put the pressure on the University of Nottingham team. This is an excellent rally we're seeing here. Very patient by both players.
Yeah, the first rally was over very quickly. That one took its time about it, as you say, just feeling each other out, which sort of bringing each other front and back, just a nice way to settle in as well for both of them.
Yes, but obviously both players know each other's styles very, very well. They've trained together at the National Centre in Milton Keynes on numerous years now, and so they know each other's game very, very well. But it's a case of when you start a match, you've just got to get a feeling for the new conditions. It's a big arena, this Derby Arena, and both players have got to get used to how it plays.
Kieran Merrilees sends Rajiv Usef the wrong way to get his first point on the board. That'll just calm him down a touch.
That's right. Kieran is naturally a very aggressive attacking player, and he's got to play very quick and very aggressive against Raj. If the rallies are prolonged, it really suits Raj's game because he's very patient and very accurate with his shots. Yeah, very good smash there by Raj. Really working the rally very, very well and creating the space down Kieran's forehand. And a nice big power smash down the line for the easy point. Yeah, this is just the start that Raj wanted. Really put the pressure on Kieran, make him doubt himself.
Well, Raj did well to pick up 2 of Kieran's smashes there, but that one straight at him couldn't react quite quick enough.
No, again, we've seen the good attacking play by Kieran. 2 jump smashes in a row. And however good Raj is on defence, if Kieran keeps on the attack, he's going to give himself lots of opportunities to score here.
Remember, first to 9 points in this best of 5 game match. No need to win by 2 clear points either. It's the beauty, and that's how we see so many close contests here in the NBL.
Very good smash there again. Raj just opening up the court with that good backhand cross-court block of Kieran's smash, and then finding the gap down the line again on Kieran's forehand. I don't know if that's a tactic he's going to continue with, but it's been effective so far.
Wow, that was just brilliant to watch again. This time, Kieran Merrilees comes out on top of one of the long rallies.
Yeah, it's a great rally by both players.
Service
Being
over.
really, really patient. I actually do feel that this style will suit Raj a little bit more, but Kieran was very tough there and stayed in that rally. Great rally. I'll give him a lot of confidence.
Just a point in it then. 3-4, Kieran Merrilees serving. And he gets the better of a bit of tippy-tappy at the net.
Yeah, that spinning net shot that Raj tried just hit the top of the tape and fell back on his side. But it's always a very important tactic in men's singles. The player who's able to control the net and force his opponent to lift is generally in control of the rallies. That's why you see both players really trying to fight very hard to control the net. Kieran just making the easy mistake there, but you can see the intention there to try and control the net. Lovely shot there. Raj really using his height really, really well there. Just slicing across the shuttle, bringing it down to Kieran's forehand side. Great shot there. But it helps when you're as tall as Raj.
Kieran dropping that one short, too short for Usef to get back over. Just narrows it again to just a point difference.
That's right, great deceptive drop shot by Kieran there. Really looked as though he was going to play a really hard smash and then just slowed the racket down at the last minute. Just catching Raj unawares there.
Usef lets that one drop and is wise to do so. 2 points away from taking the first game then.
Yeah, Raj is just keeping his nose ahead all the time. He's not letting Kieran get back into this again. Really keeping the pressure on him. Big point here.
And it's a big point that's taken by Usef on the back of another minor mistake from Kieran Merrilees at the net.
Yes, I think Kieran's really looking to try and control the net against Raj, but he's just made a few little unforced errors.
There we go then, the Derby captain gets his side off to the perfect start. Rajiv Usef takes the first game of this men's singles fixture by 9 points to 5.
Yes, Raj was always in control in that game. Kieran was one time got level at 4-all, but Raj just looked in control the whole of the time, always 1 or 2 points ahead, and just those few little unforced mistakes at the end. Raj looks very comfortable tonight. He's playing very, very well. Kieran's got to find a way into this match.
Well, the roar that went up around the Derby arena when that point was won by Rajiv Usef was deafening, and there's a lot of clappers in the crowd there. You'll see those on your screens at home. There's cheerleaders at the front of all 3 sides of the Derby arena here. and it's making for a real spectacle. There's coloured lights overhead as well. This is the kind of entertaining badminton that the crowd want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't often see cheerleaders in badminton, but it's a really good addition, and they're really getting the crowd going, really revving them up, and Raj just started very well there, so he's really got the crowd behind him. It's going to be hard for Kieran to get back into this match. He's got to start this next set very, very well.
Well, these boys are treating us to a real show here. Another one of those long technical rallies where they're trying to find themselves out. And Merrilees does make a positive start to this second game. That's right. It is Kieran's game. Kieran's got to play his game. However good defensively Raj is, Kieran has to play his attacking game and be forceful, be aggressive. He can't just be patient too much in the rallies against Raj because it just suits his style more. We know Kieran's got plenty of talent. We also know he's got plenty of grit and determination about him as he won that match last time 3-2 in the tiebreaker. That's right. Yeah, Kieran has, as I say, he's performed exceptionally well so far in the NBL, but Raj looks really concentrated tonight, and it's going to be tough for Kieran to get into this match. As I say, the head-to-head record doesn't lie, and Kieran's got to really believe in himself if he wants to get into this match. Wow, that's just which one was going to take that first. That's right. Both players really trying to fight hard to control that net, and Raj just taking the initiative, reading Kieran's net shot and just brushing across the shuttle. Nice kill there. That's quite a hard skill to perfect. Oh, a little groan around the crowd. They thought that one was going to come back on Rajiv Youssef, but not quite. Yeah, just a little bit of fortune there, but that's why they practice so hard. They're going to get lots of net shorts, net cords, both players, and Raj's got a little bit of fortune there, but I'm sure he says it's due to practice. Well, Kieran gets one of his own there. I'm not quite sure that one was down to practice. A little bit of fortune there. Raised racket to apologise to his opponent. Yeah, 2-3. He got the fortune by being aggressive, and I think that's where Kieran has to play. Yes, it was fortunate that it just hit the top of the tape and rolled over, but by being aggressive, you're going to get more fortune, and Kieran's got to continue to do that. Too hot to handle that one, though, for Merrilees. Youssef, as he did in the first game, once he gets himself ahead, he's very difficult to catch. Yeah, he's very patient and very accurate in his shots, Raj, and he's not going to, if Kieran continues to let him control the game, he's going to be a very hard man to beat. As I say, Raj looks very concentrated tonight, looks really up for it. That's the attacking game that you say Kieran Merrilees has got in his locker. A great jump smash, but again reduces it to just a points difference. Yeah, good attack, and as I say, that it's Kieran's strength, trying to control the net, and when he gets that short lift, really going for it, whether it's a straight smash or a cross-court smash, he's got to continue to do that. It's not going to work every time, but he's got to continue with that tactic. Again, Merrilees just comes short at the net. Service over. Yeah, he realises the amount of pressure that Raj does put on the net, so he's just trying to play extra tight, which is causing him to make one or two mistakes. And again, Raj is just keeping this 2-point lead. Yeah, good shot there by Kieran. Good slight misjudgment by Raj, but got to give Kieran the credit there. Good shot. better judgment this time from the Derby skipper.
And this is the problem we're seeing at the moment. Kieran's playing one good rally, but just not able to maintain 2 or 3 good rallies in a row. And Raj's consistent plays just enable him to just stay ahead all the time. And there's another mistake. And this is, as I say, this is the problem Kieran's finding himself in. Raj is not giving him any cheap points, so Kieran is feeling he's got to force the play all the time, which is making him make the odd unforced error.
Well, it was about this stage of the first game that Rajiv Usef started to pull away, and indeed he has. It's game point for him to go 2-love in front.
4. Yeah, Raj looks very in control in this match so far. He looks very focused and very determined tonight.
That's just wide from Kieran Merrilees, and the second game goes the way of Team Derby, goes the way of the home side. Rajiv Usef 9, Kieran Merrilees 4.
Team Derby lead by 2 games to none.
John, it already looks like a bit of a long way back for Kieran Merrilees here.
It does. Raj is, as I say, he looks really concentrated, really determined tonight. He's really, even though he's got a very good record against Kieran, he's showing Kieran a lot of respect here by being really focused in his play. And Kieran's just unfortunately just making the odd easy mistake, which just making it a little bit too easy for Raj. And he's got to cut out those unforced errors if he wants to get back in this match. This maybe is an opportunity for the University of Nottingham coaches just to remind him and give him a little bit of encouragement. I'm sure we'll probably see a timeout in this game. Well, that's the first time in the match so far that Kieran's been in the lead, so hopefully he can build on that and try and win the next couple of points to give himself the initiative.
Wow, that is a great point. A couple of times there, Rajiv Usef looked down and out, but he comes out on top in that point as well.
That's right, he's got incredible reach, Raj, and he's really good defensively. As I suspected, the Martin Lewis, the University of Nottingham coach, has called the timeout there. He's just going to be reminding Kieran of just to stick with his tactics here. As we've seen so far in the NBL, the games can change very quickly. You know, so Kieran's just got to believe in himself, you know. Whether he's 2 games to love down, he's just got to keep believing. And I'm sure the Derby coach, Julian Mann, will just be reminding Raj just to continue what he's doing, keep the pressure on Kieran, because so far he's looking very strong.
Kieran Merrilees' 100% NBL record is on the ropes here. He's 2 games to love behind against England #1, Rajiv Usef. The timeout was called by the University of Nottingham corner. Can that provide some kind of turning point in this first match?
Yeah, I think again Kieran's got to start well again. He's got to try and win this next 1 or 2 points, just to put some doubt into Raj's mind. Again, though, there's the easy mistake, and that's been costing him throughout this match. That he's just made the easy mistake when he's looked like he's going to get back into it. He can't afford to do that against Raj. He's too good a player. And there's another mistake.
3.
There is a danger with these games being so quick fire that they can get away from you very quickly.
That's right, and as I say, Raj has been really consistent and focused tonight. He hasn't eased up for 1 second throughout the match. It's almost the first time Raj has made an unforced error.
Service over.
Kieran's got to capitalise on this now and try and win the next point. Put a little bit of doubt in Raj's mind, because these matches can change, the momentum can change very quickly. Just as I say that, Raj comes up with a great jump smash down the line. just keeping that
Service
2-point
over.
lead. He doesn't want to let
4-2.
Kieran back into this match because he knows what a dangerous player he is.
Do you get a sense, John, that Kieran's maybe
5-2.
just trying to force things a little bit too much here?
Yeah, I just think his confidence has gone a little bit now. Whatever he's doing, Raj is just coping with it. He's reading his game, and even when Kieran's smashing well and attacking well, Raj is just blocking it back into court, and it causes you to doubt yourself a little bit, and Kieran just looks like that at the moment. And as you see, the unforced errors are coming. That's 3 or 4 in a row now, and
6.
it's not looking good for
2.
Kieran to get back in this match. There's going to have to be a real turnaround.
Well, the Team
7-2.
Derby captain has just got an answer
Power
for
play
everything
cleared
at the
by Team
moment, and he's
Derby.
taken the power play.
7-2.
So this is match point to Rajiv Usef. Remember, the power play is worth 2 points to the player that takes it from the podium.
Would be a fitting way to finish the match.
But Kieran Merrilees has done that damage limitation, which we say is so key to that power play point. It's only worth 1 to him,
3-7.
but it's a crucial one because it keeps him in the match.
It does, it does. But unfortunately, I feel he's just delaying the inevitable, I think, here. Raj still looks very much in control for me.
Kim. Sorry.
The umpire got a
Service
bit
over,
excited there,
8-3.
calling game. Just gets 1 point for that one. Yeah, another match point. We've got 5 match points now.
Good to see a smile on the umpire's face as well. Match point, Rajiv Usef.
Kieran getting a bit of fortune there,
Service
but
over.
just getting that net cord. But
4-8.
his body language really tells the tale. He doesn't look as though he believes he can get back in this match.
Well, he saved 2 match points already, just 4 more. And it's another mistake at the net, which kind of highlights the match that he had there, Kieran Merrilees. Rajiv Usef takes it by 3 games to love and gets his side off to a dream start on the final match night of the regular season.
Yes, Raj looked very motivated and determined in that match. I think obviously being the team captain of Team Derby, that there's obviously added responsibility there, and he's really put his team in a good position there. And he's played exceptionally well there. He's beaten a very, very good player with a 4-0 record so far in the NBL, and really dismissed him quite easily. He played very, very well there. He gave Kieran no chance to get in that match.
We will be talking to Rajiv Usef a little bit later on up here in the commentary gantry, so we'll see what he made of that opening match and him getting his side off to a good start. And he'll be joining us for a bit of co-commentary as well along the way, giving us a few sort of insights into the Team Derby players as they're in action on court.
Yes, Raj is a very intelligent player, very experienced player. I'm sure we're going to get a few words of wisdom for him here, and hopefully he can give us a little bit of an insight into some of the feelings of the Team Derby players.
Don't forget then, this is the last match night of the regular season in the National Badminton League, and any of our 6 teams can still make the championship finals day. It is on the 7th of June. If you're watching us at home and you've never been to see the NBL live before, as you can see on your screens, it is some spectacle. Why not come down and see us on the 7th of June for the finals day? Tickets are now on sale. £7 for a child ticket. That's for the entire day. You'll get the 2 playoff semi-finals and you'll get the championship final as well. So £7 for a child ticket, £12 for an adult ticket. www.nationalbadmintonleague.co.uk is the website to get all of your tickets from. It would be great to see you down there, and it promises to be a great event, whichever team makes it there, John.
Absolutely. This is it's going to be really exciting to see how this the table develops over the space of tonight. And these are two teams really in the hunt to challenge for the top honours. And I think this next match really is going to have a massive influence on the result of this tie, because I think these are two very evenly matched players with excellent records so far in the NBL. And Olga Konin there, just walking on the court, is wanting to get her team back into this match.
Yeah, well, the University of Nottingham Badminton came here tonight with a 100% record across all singles matches in the NBL. Olga Konin 4 from 4, as well as Kira Merrilees. But Karen Schnarzer has only lost once, so as you say, this one is going to be a very, very close contest.
Yeah, these two girls are two of the most athletic girls you're going to see in European badminton. And we're sure we're going to see a lot of long, hard, physical rallies in this game. This is really too close to call. As I say, both players have an excellent record so far in the NBL, and I can see this being a very close match, potentially going to 3 games to 2 for either team. But Karen's going to be looking to keep the momentum going forward for her team. She's not going to want to let the University of Nottingham try and get back into this match.
Don't forget, there are 2 other matches taking place across the NBL this evening. Surrey Smashers versus Birmingham Lions is live on Sky Sports, and Loughborough versus MK Badminton is also being streamed live, and you can catch that on demand from Wednesday the 29th of April at 5 p.m. on the NBL website. That's nationalbadmintonleague.co.uk. You can see full on-demand video reruns of this match between Team Derby and University of Nottingham Badminton and Loughborough Sport against MK Badminton, so you can relive all the excitement of match night 6. We will try and keep you updated as much as we can across the NBL this evening, and we'll get our maths heads on and try and make sure that we know which way around the league table's looking from fixture to fixture.
That's right. Obviously, everybody's going to be keeping a little eye on the results of the matches tonight, but both teams tonight have just got to play for the result. They've not got to worry about trying to think, oh, what's Birmingham doing, what's Milton Keynes doing, or Loughborough. They've just got to play their own match and put their own destiny in their own hands. That's all they can do.
Just a reminder then, Nottingham need 2 points tonight, so they need to win 2 of tonight's 5 fixtures. Derby, to guarantee it without needing to rely on other results, would need 4 points tonight. So keep an eye on the scoreboard here. As well, as you say, both of these sides do have their own fate in their own hands.
That's right. But all they can do is just take 1 point at a time. And that's all these 2 girls are going to do now. They're going to fight very hard for their teams. As you say, these are 2 German international players playing each other. They're going to know each other's games very, very well. I understand they don't practice too much together, but they will know each other's games inside out. So I'm expecting a very close and at times a very tactical battle.
There seems to be a little bit of a problem with some small amounts of debris on the court there. I saw Kira Merrilees kicking bits of whatever they are just off the court. Karen Schnarzer doing the same down there. Yeah,
what happens there, Rob, is that obviously we just had the men's singles there, and they're smashing the shuttle so hard that occasionally the odd feather will come off the shuttlecock, and that's all the girls are doing, just removing those little feathers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Derby to serve. Love all. Play.
Karen Schnarzer serving for the home side, then 1-0 up tonight.
Service over.
And that one just about dropped out. Well, John, let's get the Olga Konin serve out the way for those viewers that haven't seen her before. It's a bit of a rarity, the length of serve that she uses quite often. She uses it a lot more often than most players.
Yeah, she's Obviously in big arenas like this, Olga's really serving very, very high, making the shuttle drop vertically onto the back line. Makes it very hard to play a good attacking shot. And there's a classic example. If you're able to hit the shuttle very, very high, right to the back court, it makes it very, very, very hard for your opponent to smash the shuttle well. And that's what Olga started to do.
That's just wide cross court from Olga Konen. And it is first point on the board for Karen Schnarzer tonight. Yeah,
and we're seeing a different serve here by Karen. As I say, both these players will know each other's games, so they'll be using tactics against each other that they possibly might not use against other players, just because they know each other's games so well.
Service over.
Bit of a groan from the crowd there. They're settling into this occasion very nicely.
4-1.
Yeah, Olga started very well here. A few mistakes by Karen, probably just a little bit nervous. Just get rid of that little bit of adrenaline in her body. I'm sure she'll settle very quickly. She's a very experienced player.
Wow, longest rally of the night so far.
5-1.
It goes the way of Olga Konen, as most of the points have so far in the opening exchanges.
Yeah, she's settled a lot better than Karen so far. It's probably just a few nerves.
Wow, that will settle them. Great shot there, tight at the net, all the way across court.
Yes, both players are very physically very strong. We're going to see lots of deep lunging, and often at times you'll see both these girls doing the splits almost. Karen was very, very close to doing the splits there, but able to control the shuttle across court. Great shot.
Service over. 6-2.
Karen Schnarzer was the closest person in the arena to that, and she thought it was out, but it was called in by our officials.
Yeah, well, I'm right down the line here, and I think that was in. That was a good call. Sometimes a player will just convince themselves that it's going out, and when it doesn't, they still look the same.
No mistake about that one. Straight at her opponent. 3-6.
3-6.
Good rally there by Karen. You will find that Olga's generally a little bit more attacking than Karen, and Karen is that type of player who really relies on her strengths of covering the court and retrieving the shuttle very, very well. She will want to prolong the rallies as much as possible, as I feel Olga will want to try and keep the rallies as quick and fast and sharp as possible.
Well, you talk about their agility and their athleticism. Olga Konen in a very similar position there, just failing to get that one over, but a couple of shots before. How on earth she reached out and got that back over is very impressive.
Yes, both girls will do a lot of training in trying to retrieve the shuttle from slice smashes, which is obviously a big play in ladies singles, more so than you would find in the men's singles when we saw Raj and Kieran playing, where a lot of their attack was smashes. In the ladies singles, you'll see a lot more variation, that they'll try and slice the shuttle, they'll try and clear the shuttle and try and open up the court, sometimes a little bit more than the men do. Karen's done very well to get back into this game. She was 6-3 down and played a few good rallies.
And after a slow start, Karen Schnarzer finds herself 7-6 in front. She's turned this right around and very quickly.
7-6.
Yeah, she's done actually well to get back into this game.
Service over.
Not quite with that one. 7 each we go then. Remember,
7-4.
first to 9.
Yeah, I feel this first game could be quite important to the momentum shift in this match. Both girls still look a little bit tense, and I just think it will calm one of them down if they're able to win this first game. And it's just landed in. Nice length there by Karen, really hitting the shuttle nice and high, letting the shuttle drop nice and steep onto the back line.
8-7 Karen Schnauzer, then game point. And Olga Konen saves game point and creates one of her own. Remember, in the NBL, no need to win by 2 clear points. So this is game point to both players.
Yeah, as I suspected, this is going to be a very close match. I think we'll find that most games here are going to be really tightly contested.
Relentless hitting from Olga Konen. She gets it at the 4th time of asking, and she takes the first game of this women's singles by 9 points to 8.
9-8.
Yes, that's definitely Olga's strength, her attacking play. And Karen was just a little bit too defensive there in the important point. She really didn't put Olga on any pressure. She just invited the pressure onto herself just by defending. And Olga's too good a player to make a mistake there.
Fifteen seconds.
Quick turnaround is another one of the features of the NBL. Not a lot of time between the games to get yourself rested and back round. 45 seconds, in fact, so barely time to catch your breath for them and for us.
Yeah, just for the cheerleaders to get the crowd going again. They're going to be wanting the crowd to get behind Karen in the second game.
Level.
Because they do play a massive role in the outcome of these games.
Should have wanted to get off to a better start than that one, though, John.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think she can afford to go 6-3 down again. She's got to stay with Olga here. Very nice rally there by Karen. Really trying to open the court up. I'm sure her coach there, Julia Mann's, saying to Karen, keep trying to open the court, play a big court. Really try and get Olga out of position.
Timeout claimed. University of Nottingham, Badminton.
I think some of the crowd thought that that was one of their fellow audience members that had blown that horn, but it is, in fact, the University of Nottingham corner that have called a timeout for them and for Olga Konen. Yeah,
slightly unusual time to call it, a 1-1 in the second game, but obviously Neil White there, the coach, the assistant coach at University of Nottingham, just saw something and just felt that he had to call the timeout there. Caught everybody a little bit by surprise.
Keeping the action snappy.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
As you say, John, 1-1 in the second game when you're only allowed one in the entire event is a very interesting time to choose it, but we'll see if it pays off for University of Nottingham. It's 1-1 early on in this second game.
Yeah, very good clear there by Karen. That's the tactic she's going to really try and use to maneuver Olga out of position on the court, really try and play a big court, make her, move those long diagonals, because Olga's a very attacking player, and sometimes when you're playing an attacking player that you've got to try and play a big court. Playing a very short, flat game, it suits Olga's game a lot better. I don't know if that's what Neil was trying to remind Olga to do, to try and stay in the attack, but these last few rallies have just shown that Karen's just warming into the battle here.
Well, Karen Schnauzer has come out of the timeout that was called by her opposite number. And she's come out of it very well. 3 points in a row after the timeout. She leads now by 4 points to 1, and a completely different position that we were in from the first game.
Yes, obviously we don't know what Neil White said to Olga, but it hasn't had the desired effect. Yeah, she's just lost 4 rallies in a row. They're looking a little bit more worried, those two Nottingham coaches. As in all the NBL matches, the momentum can really change very quickly.
Karen Schnauzer is running away with this second game.
6-1.
She's responded in perfect fashion to losing the first one by a single point.
Yeah, she's shown real determination here. She's put the disappointment of losing that first game behind her and really started very well here. There's great retrieving qualities there. That was incredible there by Karen. Just showing the strength in those legs, being able to really stretch and control the shuttle. It's a big skill in badminton.
Karen Schnauzer is making this look very, very easy and emphatic. 8-1, it's game point to level at 1 each.
Game point 1.
And it's as easy as that. Karen Schnauzer takes it by 9 points to 1, a complete contrast to the first game.
Absolutely. Olga obviously went 1 love up in that second game, but Karen just won 9 rallies in a row, and as I suspected, I'm not sure that was the best time to call a timeout, because she lost the next 8 rallies in a row, but we'll see.
As we said, we'll try and keep you up to date across the NBL this evening, and the first score has come in from elsewhere. Loughborough Sport have taken a 1-0 lead over MK Badminton with a 3-2 win in the mixed doubles. MK Badminton at the bottom of the NBL table coming into this final match night, and they've gone 1-0 down away at Loughborough. Here, though, it's 1-1 in the women's singles. Team Derby leading by 1-0.
Nice rally there by Olga. She's just got to put the disappointment of that second game behind her and just concentrate on the next one.
1 love.
You know, she's still in this match. It's only 1 game all.
Karen Schnauzer lets that one float over her head and out the back of the court. So 1-1, and we went from this position last time to 8 points in a row for Schnauzer.
I don't think we'll see that again. That was good judgment there by Karen. Both girls just trying to manoeuvre the shuttle around the court. There's a few more clears being played so far in this third game. Good defence there by Karen. Forcing Olga to go backwards. Olga's the type of player that when she attacks, she likes to be really aggressive and come forward. She's an excellent doubles player. And Karen was just able to break that and just send her back over her head again, forcing the mistake.
Service over. 2-all.
That one close, but just dropped in, so 2-2.
Yeah, I feel that these next 2 or 3 points are going to be very vital to the outcome of this game.
Olga Kernan takes that one as well. I think we're going to get more of a mirror image of the first game than we are the second this time round.
Yeah, I think that second game was just a little bit unusual. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, Karen's had a lot of success with that slice from her forehand side down to Olga's forehand. She's really found a weakness there in her game, and every time she's played it, she's put Olga in a lot of trouble. She's made a few mistakes from trying to block that one back. Oh, but then she gives the easy service mistake.
Yes. Service over. 4-3.
Again, it might take Olga Konen 2, 3, 4 goes at it because Karen Schnazer's defense is so good, but she does take the point and she goes 5-3 up.
No, when you give Olga that opportunity to smash and then play the next attacking shot in mid-court and net, she's very, very good there. That's a real strength to her game, which is why Karen was trying to lift over her head, but there's only so much pressure she could take.
Bit of a clenched fist there from Karen Schnazer. She's really getting into the competitiveness of this match.
5.
Yeah, I think both girls really feel the importance of this third game. It's really going to give them put them in a strong position to win this match. That's why both girls are really going to be wanting to win this game. Karen gets another one back.
Well, she deserved to win that on the back of that incredible diving pickup. Karen Schnazer has levelled it at 5 each, and these girls are giving us some match.
Yeah, both these girls are incredible athletes, really, really strong. They cover the court so well, and they're both very, very determined as well. We're seeing some high-class badminton here by these two girls. Yeah, there's a real tactic there by Karen. She's really trying to work Olga over her head into the back tram lines, because she knows how dangerous Olga is when she hits and comes forward, which is why she's persistent with trying to lift it over to her head, open up the court.
Well, she's worked extremely hard to stay in that rally, and the crowd got behind her all the way, but Olga Konen does eventually finish it off. Unbelievable how she gets to some of those.
Yeah, as I say, that's years of very hard training to be able to do that, to actually retrieve a shot like that. That's not easy, I can tell you. But Olga was just in control, really, most of that rally, so she just had to wait her opportunity, get the short lift and then finish, which is what she did very well. Very high-class rally there. Very high-class rally. Some very physical stuff being played here.
7-6.
I think they'll be thankful that the games are only up to 9 points. How would you sustain this level of intensity?
It's not easy by any means.
Karen, the shuttle. Time-out claim, Team Derby.
Yeah, and I think the Team Derby coach, Julian Mann, there just called that 45-second break. Should just be reminding Karen just to maintain her tactics. It didn't work for University of Nottingham last time. We'll see if this time it's going to work for Team Derby. So I think we've got a couple of very important rallies coming up now. Whoever can take that 2 games to 1 lead is going to put themselves in a very strong position.
Olga,
So Olga Konen leaves 7-6 in this pivotal third game of the women's singles.
Service over.
Just falling back on Olga's side there. That was a big rally there, and she'd really created a big opportunity there. Oh, you see Karen's called the power play here, so this is game point for her. This is quite a clever time to play it, I think.
She gives a determined nod over to her coaching corner. Game point, Karen Schnauzer.
The most important rally of the match so far, and she takes it.
The roar goes up around Derby Arena, and there's a little outlay of emotion from Karen Schnauzer as well. She's used the power play to its perfect potential, and she takes the third game by 9 points to 7.
Yeah, as you said, Rob, that's a great example of when to play the power play. And Karen Schnauzer did it to absolute perfection there. She looked a little bit down and out at 7-6. They called the timeout. It seemed to work in their favour. They won the next rally, called the timeout, called the power play, and then they won the set. Puts them in a strong position now.
An update from around the NBL. Surrey Smashers are guaranteed their place at Championship Finals Day on the 7th of June. They've gone 1-0 in front against Birmingham Lions. They only needed that 1 point to secure their place in the top 4, so you will see Surrey Smashers at Championship Finals Day. Still a job to do here at Derby Arena for these two teams, though. And Karen Schnauzer, after losing the first game by just a single point, has turned this around very nicely. Won the second game 9-1 and won the third game on the power play point.
Yeah. Karen's playing with a lot of confidence now. The body language here of Karen compared to Olga's is really different. Olga's got to show a lot of battling qualities to get herself back in this game. But she's very experienced and she can do it. There's absolutely no question about it. You know, she's won her four matches so far in the NBL.
Well, we've already seen one of the University of Nottingham badminton's 100% singles records go down tonight. Could that happen twice in a row?
I think it's a little bit early to call that, but Karen's looking strong at the moment. She seems to have her tactics really spot on, really working Olga over her head deep into the corners, whether it's on her forehand or backhand side, and it's really working at the moment.
Service over, 2-all. Three, 2.
She's got that lead, 4-2 again.
4-2.
Wow, that's 2 in a row that Karen Schnauzer has let drop in that back corner, and it's 2 in a row that have dropped in.
Yeah. I think you've got to credit Olga there for hitting very accurate shots, but
well, Olga Konen had done the hard work there. She'd forced Karen Schnauzer all the way back, tries to drop it in, but it's far too short this time.
Yeah, Olga is an attacking player, and Karen just has to stay in these rallies, make Olga play one more shot. She did there really well and just forced the mistake. Very good rally there by Karen, really opening the court up with those cross-court clears deep into Olga's forehand side. Just forced the mistake there. She was always in control of that rally. But she's still 1 point behind.
No sign of panic from Karen Schnauzer, despite losing those 2 points that just dropped in the back corner in disappointing fashion.
That's right. Sometimes you just got to believe in your tactic. It's not going to work every time, but if you believe the tactics are the correct one, you just have to persevere, even if it doesn't work every time you do it.
Olga Konen choosing to let that one drop, and she makes the right call. So it's 7-4 in this 4th game.
Yeah, as I suspected, this was always going to be a very close match, and I did feel that it was going to be 3-2 potentially either way, and it's looking like that way now. Karen's got to really battle hard to get herself back into this game.
That one's out as well, so Olga Konen has a handful of game points to take us to our first tiebreaker of the evening.
Yeah, and more importantly, if she wins this game now, Olga has 1 power play to play in the final set, so I'm sure she's going to take it in the very, very first rally, which could play a massive impact on the result of this game. I'm sure we're going to see it straight away.
Karen Schnauzer used it to win the last game, but Olga Konen has hit back. It's 9-4. She takes it, and we are going to the tiebreaker. Remember, it's first to 5 points or first to get to a clear 3-point winning margin, whichever one comes first. And that power play shuttle is worth 2 points to Olga Konen. So as John said, don't be surprised to see her lift that straight from the podium next to the umpire's chair. It's 2-2. We're going all the way in the women's singles.
Yes, I'd be very surprised if she didn't take the power play straight away. Yeah, she has there. Yeah.
So some of the NBL's unique features all coming together here. It's a tiebreaker. First to 5 points or first to win by 3 clear points. Olga Konen could get 2 of those on the ball straight away. She's playing her power play shuttle. But Karen Schnauzer has not allowed her to make it count. Just the 1 point for Karen Schnauzer, but a crucial one because it saves her going match point down.
That's right. It was obviously very important for both players to try and win that game. And if Olga had wanted there to go 2-0 up, she would have had 2 match points. But so just a 1-0 lead.
1 love.
Yeah, and the crowd are really trying to get behind Karen here. They realise the importance of this next rally.
Out.
Oh, and she served short. Oh, no.
Service over.
Little wry smile there. I'm sure she won't be feeling great about that.
All the effort you go to save the power play. It's a service error. That's just wide cross-court from Olga Konen. So Karen Schnauzer puts that mistake out of her mind and goes 2-1 up.
Service over.
Yeah, she's still got to win by 3 clear points here, so this is not match point yet.
Oh, another close one, but it is just wide. So 2-2 means that it is now first to 5 points regardless.
Yeah, I think both girls will be feeling a few nerves now in these next few points, understandably.
Well, a scream from Olga Konen.
3-2.
She thought she'd won there. She thought she'd got it when she got the 3-2 up, but Olga, you've got 2 more points to win, I'm afraid.
I did wonder what she was screaming about there. She almost, I thought it was a scream in frustration, but she'd won the point. Well, smile on her face, but they've got to compose themselves here.
Oh, she served out. We saw that the last time by Karen, when she went 1 love up, and then she served short, and Olga's just served out. You can really feel the tension here. The crowd are really feeling it, as both girls are now. Whoever wins this one will set up a match point for themselves.
It's wide by Olga Konen, so that means that despite thinking she'd won it a couple of points ago, Karen Schnarzer is in pole position. Match point to Team Derby. And she takes it. Some of the crowd on their feet, particularly her teammates. Karen Schnarzer has won the tiebreaker 5 points to 3, and she puts Team Derby 2-0 in front on the night.
Yeah, very good match there by 2 excellent athletes. I suspected that was going to be very close, and both girls really delivered. That was an excellent and at times very nerve-wracking performance by both girls.
The 2 girls, Olga Konen and our own winner from Derby, Karen Schnarzer.
I think that's put Team Derby in a very strong position in this tie, because I believe the ladies doubles is up next, and you've got to favour Team Derby. They have the experience in Kate Robertshaw and Donna Kellogg against the younger pairing of Alex Langley and Ellen. And you know, but it's never over.
Event of the evening, please welcome out onto court our official Paul Buffum.
We're treated to a bit of Star Wars, or is it Return of the Jedi? Or it could be Empire Strikes Back, actually, I think. Maybe somebody could tell us that one. I think it's Empire Strikes Back.
Please welcome out the women's
Certainly building the atmosphere here in the Derby Arena. Quick turnaround, because the next match is on court straight away. It is the women's doubles. On first, the away side. Alex Langley, a late replacement in the University of Nottingham starting pair. She's alongside Ellen Maratha Lindgren, and here comes the home side. Donna Kellogg, MBE head coach at Team Derby as well. She's alongside Kate Robertshaw.
Donna Kellogg making her second NBL appearance alongside Robertshaw. They beat Jess Fletcher and Sophie Sankey 3-1 in the last match night.
So just another update from around the NBL. I was handed a bit of misinformation on the Milton Keynes Loughborough score earlier. Milton Keynes actually did take the mixed doubles with a great comeback from Jess Pugh and Sean Vendy. But Loughborough Sport have now levelled with a whitewash win in the women's doubles. So it is 1-1 at Loughborough, all to play for there. Of course, Surrey, who are 1-0 up against Birmingham Lions. That means that they have confirmed their place in the championship finals on the 7th of June. Great drama tonight, and as I say, we'll get our maths heads on to try and keep you updated with what all that means.
No, that was an interesting result you've just called there, Rob, about Milton Keynes winning that mixed doubles. It's very encouraging to see, because Jess Pugh and Sean Vendy, both 18-year-old players in the England junior programme, for them to first of all get an opportunity to play in the NBL, but to also win their match. That's really encouraging. So it's great to see.
So 1-1 in Loughborough, between Loughborough and MK Badminton. 1-0 Surrey Smashers lead over Birmingham Lions. Here, Team Derby have still not dropped a single event.
Thank you.
At their brand new home. 5-0 last time out, and they're 2-0 to the good here and looking strong.
No, absolutely. The home advantage is playing such a big role in every tie we're seeing so far in the NBL, and Derby have really warmed well to this new arena, and the crowd have really got behind them, and they've performed exceptionally well in the last 2 matches. And as I say, at one stage Derby looked as though they weren't going to qualify for the playoffs, but after that excellent 5-0 win last time out against Milton Keynes, they've put themselves in a strong position. and I'm sure Donna and Kate will be wanting to finish this match as early as possible and get the 3-0 victory, just to put them in, confirm their qualification for the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Derby to serve. Kate Robertshaw to Ellen Ferrellingham. Love all. Play.
So here we go then, women's doubles. Kate Robertshaw serves, and the first mistake from Ellen Ferrellingham. So 1-love Team Derby, and we're delighted to be joined up in the commentary box by the victor, the captain of Team Derby, who got them off to the perfect start, Rajiv Usef. Good evening.
Good evening.
2-love.
Good evening.
You got your side off to the perfect start, and Karen Schnazer's done the job there for you as well. You're 2-0 up, confident of making the championship finals.
Yeah, I think so now. We look like we're in quite a strong position. Hopefully being able to get into that playoffs.
You look very determined tonight, Raj. You look really concentrated, really motivated to play well. How did you feel out there? Did you feel any more pressure, understanding this was the last game and being the team captain, etc.?
Yeah, I wanted to get our team off to a good start, and I think it was the last game I've had quite a good performance here as well, so I wanted to carry that on. So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy with how I played and to get the victory.
Yeah, because obviously so far Kieran's played very, very well in the NBL, had a 4-0 record. So obviously I'm sure you were aware that he's a dangerous player.
Yeah, definitely, and having trained with him for so long, I know his strengths and weaknesses, and obviously the same for him. So I was very wary going into the match, and I'm just happy to have won.
Good. What's your thoughts on this ladies' doubles so far, Raj?
I think...
Are you an expert on ladies' doubles?
I like to think I'm an expert on most of the events, but probably just men's singles. But it's going well for us so far, and yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty strong favourites for this game. Yeah, so looking good.
It is looking good. Team Derby 5-1 up early on in this women's doubles.
Big smash there by Kate.
6-1.
You've got to feel that the University of Nottingham team have got to try and stay in the attack. They can't give Donna and Kate the opportunity to attack. They're just not strong enough defensively, the two Nottingham girls.
Service over. 2-6.
Good attack there by Ellen. As I suspected, Nottingham girls have got to try and be really aggressive against Kate and Donna if they want to stand any chance to get back into this game. Net cord there by Kate, just maintaining that 4-point lead. Looking very comfortable at the moment. Raj, how have you felt the crowd in this new Derby arena have played in terms of the cheerleaders we've seen, etc., and the music and stuff? Because obviously you've experienced different nights, and especially when I saw you play in Surrey, I thought the atmosphere that they created was excellent.
Yeah,
and
that was a very hostile crowd there down there at Surrey, which was good for them. I think you need to try and make the most of your home support, and I think in this match and the previous match, our supporters have been great for us, and I mean, so far we're yet to lose a match, so it's going really well. Yeah,
it's making a massive difference to every team, whether they're at home or away.
Yeah, I definitely think so, and I think it's just the momentum. We were very lucky that we won our first match against in the last one out against Milton Keynes, and yeah, we haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
Here we go then, first game on the board for Team Derby. As you say, that momentum, having not yet lost a single event. And it's the home crowd, you've got the lights, you've got the music, you've got the drum there that we can see on the image.
That's actually Donna Kellogg's little sister, Leo Kellogg.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I think these girls have actually been crucial to us playing well. They really get the energy up, and you can't help but feel energised as players, and you want to do well for your team and for the crowd. So yeah, the crowd have been excellent so far.
Do you feel that it creates any more nerves for the players with the support, or is it just more a motivation thing?
I think it does create some nervous tension, but I think you need to try and use that positively if you can. It doesn't always work out like that, but yeah, that's the way we've been trying to look at it so far.
You must have been very impressed with that ladies singles game we've just witnessed. It was an exceptional level, some really hard physical rallies there.
Yeah, top play from both girls. Unfortunately, I think the point where Olga maybe thought she'd won, that looked like it cost her towards the end. I think mentally she kind of switched off after that, and I mean that was in our favour. So yeah, but it was a really good quality game.
Yeah. Strong defence there by the Team Nottingham girls.
Service over. 2-1.
Well, they've got their noses ahead for the first time in this match. They've got to just try and keep that going. Put a little bit of pressure on Donna and Kate.
Service over. 2-4.
You're good at that commentator's curse, John.
I know. Yeah, I wouldn't put any bets on after listening to what I've said.
I think you should just keep that in favour of Nuts in your commentary there, John.
I'll do my best, Raj.
No bias over here, please.
Service over.
Well, Raj has a vested interest in this ladies' doubles. His partner's playing, Kate Robertshaw, so you know, I'm sure he's really interested in this ladies' doubles tonight. More so than probably normal. Is that correct, Raj?
Definitely, yeah.
Service fault called. Service over. 3-4.
But I think you're right. If I was speaking as a neutral, I think the Nottingham girls would need to try and attack as much as possible and try and sort of move Donna around if they can do that.
Yeah, obviously Donna, an ex-silver medalist in the World Championships, ex-European champion. But obviously she's not a full-time player now, and the Nottingham girls have really got to try and move really quick and be nice and aggressive, because if they drop the pace, Donna's skill levels are higher than the two Nottingham girls, so they've got to put the pressure on.
Yeah, I think exactly that. They just need to be very switched on, I think.
Donna Kellogg also 37, and one of the Nottingham girls, Ellen Maratha Ingram, just 19. So there's a big age gap there. How much of an impact does that have on this match?
Well, obviously Donna's got a wealth of experience. You know, Donna was playing world-class events at the age of 18, 19. So, you know, as I say, Donna hasn't been playing full-time for quite some time now, but she doesn't lose that competitive edge, as we saw there. She'll just give that little fist of she's really motivated, and obviously she'll feel a little bit more pressure being the head team coach for Team Derby. There's that added pressure to her. You know, she's not going to want to let anybody down here.
Yeah, definitely, and I think she's performed very well in the two matches she's played so far. So it's working out for her. The decision to put herself back in the team.
5-all.
Yeah, you don't lose that competitive edge, even if you've been a world-class player. You never lose that. You might lose a little bit of form, but you definitely don't lose that skill.
Sounded like you were preempting a comeback there, John. Do you fancy the NBL?
No, not at my age. I'm nearly 45, Rob, so there's no way in a million years you will see me on a court. I don't think anybody would have me anyway. Unless it was my own team.
Service over. 6-all.
But they're putting a good fight up here, the two Nottingham girls.
Yeah, I think this second set has definitely been the way they should be playing. Nice and aggressive and switched on from the service and the return to serve situation.
Yeah, we've seen it many times so far in the NBL that it's looked a really one-sided match, and then somehow the pair that's getting beat just stays in there. They persevere with the tactic and they get themselves back into it. And the Nottingham girls have fought hard in the second set, but we feel now this is a crucial point.
Game
If Derby are to win this rally and go 2 games to 0 up, then I think it's a long way back for the Nottingham girls.
Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, this is probably a must-win point for them.
Power play for Team Derby then, which would give them a 2-0 lead in this match.
Game.
Yeah, and the experience there, just reading the play there. And as I say, you can't buy that experience. Donna just pushed it in, just walked into court. She read that rally superbly well. You know, that was nothing to do with training or speed. She just read and anticipated it better than any of the other girls on the court. And that's just you get from 20 years of competing at the world level.
Yeah, that's right. You never lose that experience, and whether it be from her coaching at the back of the court or playing, she's always had that and always instilled that.
Yeah, you obviously must have played in quite a few team events with Derby, with Donna over the years.
15
and
seconds.
as you say, she's been a fantastic ambassador for English badminton. It's really good. It's really great to see her play. You know, she's obviously not the level she was 10 years ago, but it's still really it's great for you know, a home girl like Derby, like Donna, to play in front of her home fans. It's fantastic to see. And we're going to see her ex-ladies doubles partner play mixed doubles in the next match as well. So another 37-year-old we're going to see.
So there's a lot of experience in our team. I think we'll just leave it at that.
You're like the young gun, Rajiv.
To be honest, I don't feel like it being 28, but yeah, I mean, it's great to have those 2 girls in our team. And
I thought you were older than 28, Raj. No?
No.
Okay.
Just been around for a long time.
All right.
But yeah, Donna and Gail are great to have around the team, passing on experience to all the younger players. And I mean, for the girls in our team watching, they should be learning a thing or two from Donna, because, like you say, she's still got a lot of skills in the doubles court.
We were interested to see when your squad was announced that you've got quite a considerable number of players on your bench this evening. Is that just to get them used to the NBL match night and obviously get to learn firsthand rather than being in training sessions and around Donna there, but more to see how she is on court and how she is on a match night overall?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one thing being in and around the squad, but it's another thing being here on a match night and experiencing this. And also it's good for the local players. We've got 2 local players, Josh and Tiara, in our squad, and it's great for them to be in and around the England players and the coaching staff as well, to try and learn as much as they can, so hopefully one day they can be in our team as well.
No, it's invaluable for these young players to get the opportunity, even if they're not playing. It's just to be involved is so crucial to their development. Rob was telling me early on, Raj, that we had Sean Vendy and Jess Pugh. They won their mixed doubles tonight against Loughborough. I don't know who their opponents were, Rob. I don't know if you can confirm that.
I think was it Marcus and Lauren?
Yes, I think it was. So we had Sean Vendy and Jess Pugh, 2 18-year-olds beating Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith, 2 players, 2 really established players on our world-class programme. So that bodes well, really. That's fantastic to see.
Yeah, and I think this format is something that sort of bridges that gap between the top England players and the slightly younger ones. And I think it's great experience and learning for all players involved to try and, one, to deal with the pressure, and also to try and beat those older players for the young guys.
That's right. Obviously, we've got in the next mixed doubles match, we've got Adam Hall, who's just 18 as well, who's just come back from the European Junior Championships with a bronze medal for Scotland, representing Scotland. And so far in the NBL, he's played 2 and won 2, and he's beaten some really established players. I remember the last mixed doubles match he played against Surrey Smashers. He beat Gabby Adcock and Matt Nottingham with Chloe McGee. So it's great to see these young players get an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. And Adam actually came to train at Milton Keynes last week, and I think he's going to be a very good player in the future. He looks very accomplished and composed at the moment as an 18-year-old. So yeah, I think the future's very bright for him.
A little misjudgment there by Kate, just running into the shuttle a little bit. Just touched the tape and it just slowed up the speed of the shuttle.
Service over. 4-3.
Team Derby are just keeping their noses ahead in this game. They don't want to let the Nottingham girls get back into this match. Important few points ahead.
Service over.
Good aggressive play there by Alex.
4-all.
And I think that's what they've got to do. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to be positive. They can't wait for things to happen. They've got to make it happen for themselves.
It's right on here.
Umpire just telling us we've got a small technical error with the scoreboard. Yours is currently showing 3-3. The score is actually 4-4. It's just not translating from the umpire's chair down to the main scoreboards.
Five, 4.
Yeah, and they've got their noses ahead for the first time in the match.
Service over. 5-all.
I think these are quite crucial times for the Nottingham girls now. I think if they can manage to get 1 or 2 points ahead and maybe utilise their power play, it'd really bring them right back into this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that big attack there. Obviously, it's a big advantage to be that tall and have that left-hander as well. You get some really steep angles there, and Kate used that to great effect there. The scoreboard's working again now, 6-5.
Can't help but feel that those errors will be costly from Merithil Ingram.
Yeah, I don't see Donna and Kate throwing this away now. They're too experienced and too
7-5.
too good of players to let a little lead like this drop.
Well, it's match point then to Team Derby's Donna Kellogg and Kate Roberts-Shaw. The chance to take a 3-0 lead on the night as well.
Yeah, good play there by Donna. Really taking the initiative there. You do find that experience. She's just making it happen again there. Really looking, being aggressive in it. Not waiting for the rally, taking the game to them.
That's going to drop long from Ellen Merithil Ingram. So Team Derby are absolutely flying here on match night 6. 9-5 the score in the third game. 3-0 in the women's doubles and 3-0 on the night as well.
Match won by Team Derby, 9-4, 9-6, 9-5.
Yeah, congratulations to Alex and Ellen. I'll continue. Well done, Kate Roberts-Shaw and Donna Kellogg MB. Come on, Derby. Okay, it's event 4. Please welcome our umpire for event 4. That's Gavin Smith.
So it's 3-0 to Team Derby here at the Derby Arena, and we're quickly turning things round again from the women's doubles straight on to the mixed doubles.
Please welcome out Adam Hall and Chloe McGee.
Here's the youngster that John was just talking about, Adam Hall, just 18 years of age. Alongside Chloe McGee, Ireland's #1.
Doubles pairing here for Team Derby, Martin Campbell and Gail Hens.
And here's the home pair, Martin Campbell and Gail Ems, MBE, an Olympic silver medalist and a plethora of titles to her name.
Yeah, it's just like Donna in that last game. Obviously, Gail, similar age, but a former world silver medalist. No, sorry, I do a disservice. She's a former world champion and world Olympic silver medalist. And she's formed a successful pairing with Martin Campbell. They won their last match against Milton Keynes Dons, and but they're in for a tough match here. You know, Martin and Gail will be favourites in this game, but from the last showing, we had Adam and Chloe played the established pair of Gabby Adcock and Matthew Nottingham against Surrey Smashers, and they had a really good 3-2 win, winning the 5th set 5-4. So this is going to be a really closely contested match. And as I say, today we're seeing one of the potential stars of British badminton in the years to come. Adam's really stepped up so far this last year, and he's an exciting player to watch with potentially a really big future.
Quick warm-up is over and done with here then. Let's just quickly bring you up to date across the NBL. Loughborough Sport move ever closer to getting a place in finals day. They're 2-1 up now ahead of MK Badminton, and it's Surrey 1, Birmingham 1 elsewhere.
What's your thoughts on this match, Raj, in terms of obviously different styles, different experiences and so forth, but how do you feel? Are you positive about the result of this match?
Yeah, I mean, I think like you say, we're slight favourites, and maybe Martin, knowing Adam from practice, might work in our favour slightly.
Out.
But it's going to be a very tough match. They obviously had a great win last time out against Surrey, and yeah, it's going to be very tight, I think.
Yeah, with Adam, he's obviously very, very young. He's just 18 years of age, but he's not frightened at all, which is obviously one of the qualities you must have in an international player, that they're not frightened of anything, and that's probably Adam's biggest strength. He doesn't believe he's going to lose.
Yeah, I think, like you say, being very young, he's fearless going onto court, and nothing really phasing him at the moment. So for him, long may that continue.
Great interception there by Gale, really reading that shot very, very well. I think this should be quite a tactical battle here. Both pairs trying to control the net.
Yeah, I think you're right there, John, because both the guys aren't really power hitters, but they're sort of good tacticians. So I think that'll definitely come into play in this match.
Yeah, both men will be trying to look to bring their ladies' partner into the game, trying to play little shots in around the net to keep their partner involved. It's the one thing you want as a man in mixed doubles, that you want your partner to be very active and really being positive and aggressive. Gail's looking very determined tonight.
Yeah, she was mentioning before the game that she was very keen to build on the last performance that her and Martin had, and I think it's showing so far in this match.
I've noticed over the last few weeks she's been practicing a little bit more.
Yeah, I think she's been renewing her partnership with Nathan Robertson.
Nathan's keeping himself behind the mic, at least for the NBL at the moment. He's over on Sky Sports at the moment, that Sky game, Surrey versus Birmingham.
Yeah, I don't think he was too keen to get back on court. I think he's quite comfortable where he is.
You never know. He's still playing in the French league, so I wouldn't say never. I wouldn't say never. As I say, you've got players like Donna, Gail, Nathan. They never lose that competitive edge. Of course, they don't do the level of training that they used to, but they don't lose that competitive edge or the understanding and reading of the game.
5-3.
Yeah, that's totally right. And I think in this mixed doubles partnership, it's quite a nice blend that we've got with Gail playing with a youngster like Martin.
Yeah. Both the girls, obviously very experienced mixed players. Chloe's in the top 25 in the world at mixed doubles with her brother, Sam McGee, and they've had a very successful season so far. So, as I say, I'm expecting a really close match here, and very, very tactical. At this moment in time, though, the Derby team are just staying on the attack a little bit more than the Nottingham pair. But I can remember the last game that Adam and Chloe played against Surrey Smashers. They looked down and out at 2-0 down, and somehow just clawed their way back into the match. And as I say, took a very close fifth set. So I wouldn't rule them out yet.
6.
Yeah, I think it's definitely about staying within 1 or 2 points of your opponent, and then that just sort of keeps the tension in the game. And they're doing that very well here.
Out. Service over, 7-5.
Great defence there by Gail. Yeah, lovely by Adam. Yeah.
Best point of the match so far, you'd have to say. Good exchange there and some good skill on show from all four of them.
6-7.
And I think that's where Adam is very dangerous, just sort of picking out his spot, picking the gaps very well. Yeah, and I think that's the sign of his confidence from previous matches.
Yeah, he's at this moment in time, because he's his age, just 18, he doesn't have the real power to finish the shuttle at the back of the court, but he's very creative and he sees a lot of gaps on court, and as I say, at this moment in time, that's his strength. The power and speed will develop in his game as he gets a little bit older, but he has a really good vision for the game.
Team Derby have kept their noses in front here. It's game point.
Game.
And game it is, 9 points to 6, taken by Martin Campbell and Gail Ems. They got themselves ahead and they just kept chipping away and made sure that they held the Nottingham pair at arm's length.
Roz, just a quick question for you. How important do you feel the use of the timeouts are in the NBL?
15
because
seconds.
it was funny, in the last ladies singles, we saw a timeout by Team Nottingham. Olga Conan had won the first game 9-8. It was 1-1 in the second, and the University of Nottingham coach called the timeout. And then they lost 8 rallies in a row.
Second game.
I think
I thought it was slightly strange from up here, and I was just trying to get your thoughts about the importance of the timeouts and when to use them, because obviously the coach can call them, but also the player.
Yeah, I think they're very important, and to be honest, I think more than having a rest, they're a bit more tactical than anything else. And I mean, obviously hindsight's a great thing, but if I was Nottingham, I would have waited until maybe a run of points from their Team Derby before they took that power play, the timeout. But yeah, I mean, it can be quite important, and just to get a little bit of tactical advice here and there is quite crucial, especially in tight matches.
You mentioned the power play there. Obviously, in the first few matches, the power play shuttle was a different colour. Obviously, it's now reverted back to the white shuttle. Do you feel that's made any difference?
It did actually at the time. I think they've actually changed it back now. They've rather than painting the cork, I think they've sprayed it, because at the beginning of the season it was painted on and it made the shuttle very heavy, which was extremely hard to defend with. And then they changed it back to just a regular shuttle. But now I think they've gone for a new formula, and it seems to be okay.
Okay.
Well, she stepped into that and she's completely swiped past it, KLM. She's got a smile on her face as well.
3-2.
That's a case of reading the shuttle perfectly, but not quite doing the amount of practice that she used to do and just missing the shuttle.
It's to you, Gail.
Knew exactly where she needed to be.
Yes, exactly. As I say, you still read the game just as well, but you actually just can't perform the skill quite as well.
4-2.
I think for Derby now they just need to try and regroup and put that point away, and not let the Nottingham guys get too far ahead.
Yeah. As you say, that would have put them 3-2 ahead, and now they're 5-2 down, literally 20-30 seconds later. It's something we're seeing a lot in the NBL matches, real momentum shifts in the games. Is it something you feel a lot as when you're a player?
Yeah, definitely, and I mean that's something I mentioned to our coach Julia Mann before the game, was if I was going to lose any points in a row, for her to try and come on and just change the pattern of the game. And I actually felt that in my match I controlled the breaks and stuff quite nicely, and if I was winning points I was quite quick, and if I was losing points, try and take my time a little bit.
Yeah. As I say, there's a real momentum shift in this game. Gail misses that easy kill to take Team Derby 3-2 up in this game, and all of a sudden, 1 minute later, it's 7-2. And as I said, Adam and Chloe are not going to go away in this match. Team Derby are going to have to beat them.
Service over. 3-7.
Gail Ems ducked out of that
Service
one,
over,
out of the way of that
game
one, and it came
point,
straight at Martin
3.
Campbell. Couldn't react quick enough. And it's game point to level it for the University of Nottingham. You said about Gail Ems missing that easy kill. Chloe McGee was almost halfway to her bench, thinking she'd won that one.
Yeah, sometimes as a player you'll switch off a little bit when you see that easy opportunity. You don't give it the care and attention it deserves.
Well, will they be made to pay for it? It's 2 quick points in a row for Team Derby. Still 5-8, still game point to Nottingham.
Out. Game.
And it's lost on a service point. So Nottingham have levelled it at 9-5. They've got only their second game on the board in this entire match night.
1 game all.
Just a reminder, there's more than one game taking place in the NBL tonight. If you'd like to take part in the live conversation happening up and down the country, mark your tweets, #NBL.
Let's just update you on another score then. Surrey Smashers have gone back in front against Birmingham Lions. Carl Baxter beating Ben Beckman very, very easily by 3 games to love. So Surrey Smashers 2-1 in front. Surrey, of course, already in the finals on the 7th of June, having got the 1 point required tonight. We'll try and keep you updated as to who will be joining them. If you want to send us a tweet, at NBL_official is our Twitter handle. Use the hashtag GameChanger. We are retweeting our favourite tweets on this, the final match night of the regular season.
Gail's unfortunately just missed that easy kill there.
1 love.
She read it well enough, but just missed it.
Fault.
I think Gail's making all the right movements here. It's just the very finishing shot or finishing touch is just eluding her at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. She's obviously still reads the game exceptionally well, but she's just making 1 or 2 mistakes there on finishing the shuttle off. But she's the type of personality and player that if she gets 1 or 2, she'll really get her confidence back, and then she can really get herself back into it. At this moment in time, obviously, she's lost a little bit of confidence because she's missed a few. But I think she can soon get it back if she plays 1 or 2 good rallies.
It's very clever play there from the Nottingham guys, just channeling their attack on Gail.
3-1. Timeout claimed by Team Derby.
What do you think the Team Derby coach, Julian Mann, will be telling Martin and Gail in this 45-second break?
I think they just need to try and swing the momentum back in Derby's favour. There's been a lot of quick points where maybe Adam and Chloe have been controlling the rally, and I think they need to try and get the attack a little bit more, maybe just stay a little bit more patient when they're trying to finish the rally.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was the correct time to call the game, because the game's really shifted in Team University of Nottingham's favour now. They really look the stronger pair. Team Derby have got to organise themselves and get themselves back into this game.
Play.
Nice play there by Martin, being really aggressive, taking the initiative, and I think that's the key for Team Derby here. They've got to take the game to the University of Nottingham team. They haven't got to wait and be passive in their play.
Out.
Another service mistake there by Martin.
4-2.
Nice play there by both Gail and Martin. That'll give Gail a lot of confidence.
Service over.
Yeah, I think so.
3,
These
4.
short sets are very much to do with momentum, and if you can have the momentum in your favour, then, like we witnessed in the previous set with Nottingham, you can run away with a set and it can be done and dusted very quickly.
Service
Just as you say that, that's the commentator's curse, Raj. Welcome to the club.
I think I'll just keep my mouth shut from now on.
Interesting, John.
6-3.
Adam and Chloe seem to almost thrive on being slightly less favoured for a match. We saw that obviously in the previous match that they came back from behind to win.
Well, I think naturally, obviously, with Adam's age of 18, people are not expecting an awful lot from him, and but I can tell you he's a serious player. He's a serious player, this boy, and he's somebody who's going to have a bright future in British badminton.
I think you can tell that from the way he's controlling this match in the last 2 sets. Very impressive from him.
Very quickly, University of Nottingham Badminton have got themselves a game point to go ahead here.
Game.
And they do so in emphatic fashion. 9-3 the score, takes it to 2-1 in favour of the away side, who are currently 3-0 down on the night. So a bit of confidence for the away team, John.
No, it's Adam and Chloe looking very strong at the moment. All the momentum's with there. They've got the much more positive body language as well. Gail and Martin looking a little bit down, but they've just got to believe in themselves. It doesn't take much to get back into a match. They've just got to try and focus on starting well in this 4th game. Going 2 or 3 love up, and the whole complexity of the game can change. Yeah, they've just got to believe in themselves.
Definitely, I think the start of this set is crucial now, and yeah, Gail and Martin really need a good and a quick start, I think.
Play.
Good call there by Gail.
Service over.
Now they've got to build on that early mistake there by Chloe. Got that start we were talking about, 2 love up. They've got to try and continue it, keep the pressure on Chloe and Adam.
Fault. Service over.
That's a very clever smash from Adam. I think what he lacks in power, he really makes up for in placement.
Stomp of the feet this time from Gail Ems. She's very animated on court.
Yeah, obviously, I'm sure she's frustrated here because, you know, knowing Gail's game, she's much more suited to playing a fast, aggressive, attacking game, and she can't just sit back and be defensive. It doesn't suit her style. And if they defend like this, they've got no chance. They've really got to try and take a chance. And even if they're making 1 or 2 mistakes, it really sends a message to your opponents. But at the moment, they're being very passive in their play, and they're just inviting the attack from Adam and Chloe. And at the moment, Adam and Chloe don't look as though they're going to miss on attack.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And it looks like Adam is controlling the game from the mid-court backwards and Chloe from the forecourt.
And there's another good shot there.
4-2.
At this moment in time, obviously, you've got Martin and Gail who are stepping back into court, and they've really got to try and step forward. It's something that coaches will always tell the players in mixed doubles. You've got to step forward, hit and move forward, put the pressure on your opponents. But at the moment, Team Derby are being very passive.
By Team Derby.
Well, we talk about what's the right or wrong or most positive time to play the power play. Team Derby are going to play it at 3-4 down in the 4th game.
Yes, it's a slightly unusual time, but they probably feel they've got to get their noses ahead. So I can understand why they've done that. But if they don't win this point, then it's all wasted.
Goes long then from Adam Hall. So it's switched around in this fourth game. 5-4 now, Team Derby lead. And as you say, now they have got their noses in front. Their experience may be able to carry them over the line.
Yeah, I think that was a calculated risk taken there by Martin and Gail, and it's paid off, luckily.
We've seen a quick three-point turnaround from 3-4 down now to 6-4 up. But they've got to keep this going. They can't ease up. They can't go passive again like they have for the last 2 sets. Good run of serves here by Martin.
7-4.
And it's looking like we might go into the 5th and deciding game here. It's definitely what the crowd wants anyway.
Fault.
More jumping and hopping around from Gail Ems, but they've done well to turn this around, and we've seen the power play used to shift momentum in a game rather than to win it at the end, which is where it's most commonly used.
Six, 7.
There's a bit of nerves here, I think. A couple of easy points there by Team Derby.
Yeah, this set has not been the best for quality, but it's the tension is right up there, I think.
It's long again from Adam Hall, which means it's game point to Team Derby, and we're on the brink of another tiebreaker. Not this time.
Service over, 7-8.
Chloe was looking to take the power play there, but she's just realised that she can't take it in the same set. But it might be a big advantage if it goes to the 5th set here for Team Nottingham.
Mistake from Adam Hall means that it's 9-7 to Ems and Campbell, and we are going all the way to the tiebreaker. But as you say, John, University of Nottingham Badminton have still got their tiebreaker to use, their power play to use in the tiebreaker.
That's right. This first rally is going to be huge, because if University of Nottingham win this first rally, you're going to see the power play played straight away, because that will give them a match point. It will give them the victory straight away. So this first rally is absolutely vital to the result of this game.
There we see it back in its previous pink colour, the power play shuttle.
Yeah, you're right, John. This first point is crucial to the outcome of this match, and it's going to be interesting to see who returns. And yeah, I think Adam has gone for the return.
The one good thing is obviously Gail is very renowned for a good short serve. I hope I haven't put the curse on her there, but she always had a very reliable serve. Oh. But Adam has got a net cord, and as we suspected,
Service over, 1-love.
If University of Nottingham win this rally, it's all over.
Badminton.
Power play point, match point to University of Nottingham Badminton, and it's Chloe McGee who will serve for it.
What would you do here, Raj? Would you be a flick serve or a short serve? I'm suspecting a flick.
I think if I had a good serve, I'd utilise a good short serve here.
Adam Hall puts it down, Gail Ems can't get it back over, and the University of Nottingham Badminton have got an event on the board. They've got a point on the board this evening. They've used the power play really, really well, and they've beaten an experienced pair by 3 games to 2.
A good performance there by Adam and Chloe. Adam maintains his 100% record in the NBL. Very mature performance, and as I suspected, a very close match. And as I say, it just came down to 1 or 2 rallies there. And that first service point by Gail, and Adam got a little bit of fortune, but you know, you've got to give the lad credit. It was a good return of serve, and he got the fortune with it.
Yeah, definitely. I think they both performed very well. I think Chloe was very good at the net, sort of taking away Gail's strength a little bit, and yeah, just letting Adam control the match from the back of the court. So it's an impressive victory for the University of Nottingham.
we've got an interesting men's doubles coming up here, Raj. There's a, no, I wouldn't say history, but obviously Andy and Chris used to play men's doubles together. Obviously Chris and Rob were former pair together. So there's lots of badminton being played by these 4 players who are going to come on here. So who's your money on?
If I'm being honest, with my Team Derby hat on, I'd really like them to win, but I think with the experience of Robert and Chris, and with the fact that they used to play together as well, I think they're probably favourites for this game. But I'm expecting another good battle, and I think the men's doubles has always been quite close and good matches so far throughout this season, and I'm expecting nothing different tonight.
What do you feel are the most tactical important points within this men's doubles? Because as you see, we're going to see a lot of high-speed rallies, quite tactical at times, sometimes quite short rallies, because all 4 players are going to be really aggressive. They're all 4 big lads, all over 6 foot, you know, so we're going to see a lot of pressure at the net. But what are you expecting to see here?
I think whoever can control the forecourt is going to be in a good position, and also the first 3 is going to be quite crucial. And obviously Chris knows Andy's game inside out and vice versa as well, so yeah, it's going to be another quite tactical battle, I think.
You'll be pleased to know, gents, we've just appeared on Twitter, a picture of us commentating here at Derby Arena. If you want to join in the conversation, at @NBL_official is the handle. Use the hashtag GameChanger. NBL Badminton are retweeting their favourite NBL-related tweets this evening on match night 6. It's got you from your good angle, though, John, I promise you.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I hope they got my good side, you know, from behind or something like that, you know, but okay.
Ranked as high as world number 5 in 2014. Rob Black is a Scottish international doubles specialist. And he's played 3 and 1.
So the men's doubles warming up on court here at the Derby Arena. It is the final contest of the regular season of the National Badminton League. Both of these teams look pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. We're still keeping our eye on scores around the NBL tonight. As it stands, Team Derby and University of Nottingham Badminton both remain in the top 4 based on current scores. So they will be going to finals day at the K2 Crawley in Sussex on the 7th of June. And if you want to be there as well, nationalbadmintonleague.co.uk is the website, or search Sky Tickets. Just £7 for child tickets, £12 for adult tickets, and you'll get to see the first ever NBL champions crowned. Surrey Smashers are definitely there, regardless of the rest of the results tonight. University of Nottingham and Team Derby, both in action tonight, have got 1 foot in it, and it looks really to be between Loughborough Sport and Birmingham Lions for that 4th and final playoff spot. We will, as I say, keep you up to date across the NBL this evening.
The way it's looking at the moment, Rob, though, obviously Surrey on a position there, looks as though they're going to top the table, so we could actually see in a number of weeks' time a repeat of this match tonight. The 2nd and 3rd teams could end up playing each other again, and that's the way the table's looking at the moment. I still think there's quite a bit on this match, because if Team Derby were to win this game and win the match 4-1, potentially they could send University of Nottingham down below into 4th place, so it could change the makeup of the playoffs. Difference, Raj, you'd rather play?
To be honest, I think I'd rather play Surrey Smashers, even though they're top in the league at the moment. I think the manner in which we lost them, I think we'd really like to address that in another match. And yeah, what better to do that at the finals weekend? But I mean, we'll do that in the final as well. So either way.
Good answer.
Good confidence up here in the commentary gantry. Ready then, as we say, for the final contest of the regular NBL season. It's the men's doubles.
But I think that's the beauty of the NBL. Obviously, you had Team Derby getting a real beating of Surrey Smashers 5-0 down at Guildford, and obviously the last match we saw Team Nottingham, you know, beats Surrey 4-1. So it's one of those games that all the teams can beat each other on any particular night.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just going to be about who plays well on the day, and
One love.
And that finals weekend is obviously a very important, going to be an important day.
Obviously, it's going to make quite a big difference now that obviously no one team has home advantage. So it's going to be important that each team brings a number of their own home supporters with them, and to trying to create an atmosphere that's quite similar to what they've been playing at.
Yeah, I think for us that wouldn't be too hard as long as Donna's sister's with us. I think that'll be all the atmosphere that we need.
Just one lady and her drum, that is it. She's certainly got the crowd going here at the Derby Arena tonight.
Service over. 1-3.
Confident start here by Chris and Rob.
Two, three. Service over. 4-2.
I really think Chris Adcock is a crucial player in this game. His speed is a devastating weapon, and with Bob's experience all around the court as well, it could be a lethal combination.
Yeah, it's a big advantage to also have that right and left combination between Chris and Rob. Obviously, they played a number of years together in previous times, but it's always a very difficult problem to solve when you're playing a left and right-hander, because sometimes you feel you push a shuttle that you're thinking is going to go onto somebody's backhand, and then all of a sudden the left-hander jumps around. It's a real advantage to have. And obviously Chris and Rob are two previous silver medalists in World Championships, so they've got a real pedigree behind them.
Yeah, and both of them being very organised in the service and return situation, that's going to really play into their favour, but it's been a very even start so far.
But obviously Andy especially is a very confident player. You know, he's going to believe he can win this game, so I'm hoping for a few fireworks in this game. I hope it's aggressive, should I say.
Yeah, I definitely think Andy will bring some aggressiveness and some loudness to the court. We've got an alter ego for Andy, and it goes by the name of Flandy.
You'll have to explain that one after the next rally, Raj, I'm afraid.
Is it broadcastable first, can we ask?
Service over.
I think we'll keep that one up there.
5-all. Play, please.
It's something we often see in men's doubles at this level. The rallies are very tactical and often very, very short, and it takes a while for there to be any real pattern in the play, and we're seeing that again now. The longest rally is 6-7 shots.
The thing is, when they're over so quickly as well, it's almost difficult for the crowd to feel like they're a part of it. Obviously, they give the cheer at the end of a rally, particularly when Team Derby win, but they like to be involved and engrossed in those longer rallies.
Yeah, but it's difficult, like you say. This is a very tactical battle, and I think whoever's in control of the rally from the first 3 shots onwards is heavy favourite to win that rally.
Yeah, the players practice a lot what we call first 3-4 shots. That there's all the pressures played in the first 3 or 4 shots of each rally. They do a lot of practice in those areas, because as you say, if you get 4 guys all 6 foot plus, all pressing towards the net, you get a lot of quick rallies, and this is what we're seeing now. I'm just hoping that both pairs relax a little bit, that we get some real exciting long rallies to get this crowd behind it, because at the moment it's a little bit stifled, it's a little bit quiet.
Wow, that's great stuff from Andy Ellis to flick that one back over, and it hands the home side game point.
8, game point 7.
Yeah, good defence there by Andy. Very strong defensive player he is.
The cheers were premature here in the Derby Arena because that one has just slid out the back of the court. So it's 8 each, it's game point to both pairs, and this could have a huge impact on the overall outcome of this fixture.
Yeah, Chris read that rally very, very well. He just got a little bit too excited, just, you know, forced to play a little bit. See what happens now. He's hit that out. Yeah. That was the correct call, just out.
Andy Ellis did very well to get his racket out of the way. Thought about going for it at least twice there, but it is Team Derby who take the first game by 9 points to 8, and they're looking to end the regular season on a high.
And I think, like you say, John, I think if the Derby lads can manage to control their emotions and get the crowd on side, I think that can really help them be beneficial in the rest of this match.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are doing their best to bring the crowd into this. You know, hopefully that win in that first game will just get the crowd up, get really behind Andy and Chris. But as a commentator, I'm just hoping for some exciting long rallies, really.
Let's go across to Loughborough then. They've gone 3-1 in front against MK Badminton. So that further puts another half a foot or so in the playoffs door for Loughborough Sport and leaves MK Badminton rock bottom of the NBL at the moment.
Play. Service over.
It's really good play there from Rob and from Chris, utilising both their strengths really, the speed at the return of serve and great placement there from Rob.
Nice play there by Team Derby, very aggressive, very positive.
1-all.
Chris finishing the shuttle at the net there, very, very good play.
I think Chris and Andy together is a really good combination for our team because they kind of feed off each other's energy quite a lot, and that can be quite important, especially in men's doubles.
2-1.
And with the crowd as well, I mean, that could be a really lethal combination.
How have you found playing in a new arena like this? Because obviously it's a magnificent new arena here at Derby. In terms of the drift and the way the shuttle plays, how have you felt that? Have you felt much drift?
Yeah, first of all, great arena, and I think we're really happy to have played our first 2 matches here. There is a slight drift. I feel like when the shuttles are quite new, it flies relatively quickly, but once they're used for 1 or 2 rallies, they tend to go a little bit slower. So I think all the players need to be slightly aware of that, and I think especially in this game, taking the net's going to be crucial.
Service over.
Good defence there by University of Nottingham. Team Derby looked as though they were likely to win that rally, but just great defence there by Rob and Chris.
Big scream from Adcock because that left arm swung 2 or 3 times before he finally killed it.
4-3.
No, if you're going to keep giving Chris the opportunity to attack, eventually he's going to go down. It's all right doing it once or twice, but then you've got to look to try and turn defence back into attack. And the Team Derby boys were just a little bit too passive in that rally. They've got to stay aggressive, just like that. Generally in men's doubles, the pair that's attacking are going to win. I know that's a basic, simple tactic, but it generally is correct. Nice play there by Andy, taking the initiative there in mid-court, being nice and aggressive as we were talking about.
And I think as the senior player in this partnership, Andy needs to try and do that a little bit more and sort of impose himself on this game.
Yeah, absolutely, Raj. As I say, he's the one with the pedigree. Chris is a young up-and-coming player. He's got to be the one taking the initiative in the rallies.
Time out called.
I think that's quite a clever timeout by the University of Nottingham. So we've got Martin Lewis, an ex-GB men's doubles player. So he's well educated and well experienced in men's doubles tactics. So he'll just be reminding Chris and Rob of I'm sure, a few basic tactics.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a really good time for Nottingham to use the timeout, and it gives them a chance to regroup and try and get back into this set and back into the match.
Yeah, I don't feel the University of Nottingham can give the Team Derby players a 2-love head start and expect to come back in this very easily.
Play. Service over. 5-6.
A few important points coming up here now. Well left there by Chris. Rob just missing the smash down the line. Trying to find the forehand of Chris, but just pulling it outside.
I think it was the right idea there from Rob, but just the execution was slightly off.
I think Chris needs to be a little bit braver there and stick that short serve in. Don't go passive in the play. You just give the initiative away to your opponents. Very well played there by Chris Coles. Very patient on attack. As you see, we're seeing more and more rallies as the contest goes on.
Game point 6.
Game point Team Derby then. 8-6 the score, the chance to go 2 up.
Yeah, this will be interesting now. This is a very important point for both teams here, because I feel if the University of Nottingham were to win this next rally to go to 8-7, it's sure they would take their power play. What's Andy going to do here, Raj?
Yep, exactly that. Yeah. That was, I think, like you mentioned previously, it's a very good tactic to get a tight short serve in, and you can't really beat that, or you can't really attack that very well if you've got a good short serve. So really nicely done there by the lads, and into a 2-love lead now.
Team Derby looking to finish on a high then. 2-love in front, 3-1 in front on the night as well.
I still think there's quite a bit to be played in this match. As I say, they don't give silver medalists the silver medals away in World Championships very easy, and Rob and Chris are not going to give this fight up yet.
Third game.
No, you're right. I think the two Nottingham guys, yeah, they've obviously got nothing to lose now, and they're just going to maybe try and relax into this game and get it back.
Nice play there by Andy. As we were saying earlier on, he's the experienced player. He's the more established player in this partnership. He's got to be the one taking the initiative here. Very good play there. Really nice play.
Yeah, that was a great rally there from Chris.
A lot of confidence there to do that.
I think being 2 sets to love up probably relaxes him a little bit, and yeah, he's a confidence player, and you can see his quality there.
I'd be taking the power play if it was me right now. A long way in. That was called hoping it was going to go out.
1-2.
That was a long way in.
I think this is quite clever from the guys from Nottingham to take this power play here.
University of Nottingham.
Yeah, as you say, John, you were saying that you would have taken it for Team Derby, but now University of Nottingham are taking that opportunity away from them.
Yeah, exactly. I would have taken that opportunity early on that game, whether it was the first or second serve, because it would have stopped the Nottingham boys taking it. And I think that was a little trick they missed there.
Well, there we go. That one's gone out. So University of Nottingham are level, are in front, sorry, 3-2 with 2 points from that power play. As much as anything to stop Team Derby using it and running away with it.
Exactly. I really think they missed a trick there, because now the Team Derby players can't take it until the fourth set, and they don't want it to go to the fourth set. They should have taken it a lot earlier than they did.
I think sometimes it's hard to be aware of those sort of situations, but I think that's where maybe from the back of the court it can be said.
So we're blaming Donna and Julie on that one, Raj, are we?
Yeah, just for now we are, yeah.
Okay.
As they can't hear me.
They'll be able to hear you afterwards.
In 2 days, in fact, when this rerun goes live across the world.
4-4. Service over. 5-4.
Yeah, they're just keeping their noses ahead here. Really, really good. As I say, he did that in the second rally of this game. Really driving the third shot back and then following it up. Really read that very, very well. It's such a vital skill to have in men's doubles.
Service over. 5-6.
Nice play there by Chris Cole, setting up his partner there.
Service over.
Taking the shuttle very early, causing Chris to lift the shuttle.
7-5.
And I think that's the best combination, with Chris at the front and Andy at the back, with his variety and power.
Yeah, nice play there. That sets up 3 match points for Team Derby here.
8. Match point 5.
The chance to finish the regular season of the NBL on a high. Andy Ellis serving for it. And they've taken it with the mistake at the net from Rob Blair. So Team Derby take the men's doubles by 3 games to love, and they take the match night by 4 events to 1. Guaranteed to be at the finals on the 7th of June, Rajiv. A great night, a great way to end the regular season, and you're now looking forward to being one of the top teams at the finals.
Yeah, definitely. I think for us, tonight was just about getting through to the playoffs, and with this match and the previous match, we've got a lot of momentum, and we're really looking to take that into the playoff weekend. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we finished the regular season in 2nd place, so yeah, I mean, that's really positive for us.
I bet you wish you could take this court and these supporters down to Crawley with you, because obviously the last 2 match nights you've had, you've won 5-0 and 4-1, and you've looked really, really strong. As you say, you're just hoping you bring that momentum forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's key for us, to try and keep that momentum and build on it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure who we're going to play in the semi-finals of the playoffs, but I think everyone can see, all the other teams can see, we're a very dangerous team. So it's all about playing well at the playoff weekend down in Crawley.
It looks at the moment as if it's going to be a rerun of this East Midlands derby, and it's given us some great entertainment tonight, so we'll look forward to potentially seeing that on the 7th of June. Rajiv, we'll let you go and enjoy your celebrations with your team. Congratulations on making finals, and thanks very much for joining us this evening.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
And as the Derby Arena empties here, and the regular season of the National Badminton League has come to a close. Team Derby 4, University of Nottingham Badminton 1. And John, it's very, very likely that that's going to be the match that we'll see as one of the semi-final playoffs come June. How do you see that one going?
Well, obviously Team Derby have got to take a lot of confidence. You know, University of Nottingham are not going to want to play Team Derby again down in Crawley. They've really dominated them tonight, and I think Team Derby look favourites for me.
Well, John, we'll see you next down there as well at the K2 Crawley. That's the next and final action to come from the National Badminton League. It is the Championship Finals Day on the 7th of June. nationalbadmintonleague.co.uk or search Sky Tickets. £7 for children, £12 for adults. It'd be great to see so many of the NBL supporters down there. And as it stands at the moment, as we close our live stream here, it will be Surrey Smashers, Team Derby, University of Nottingham and Loughborough Sport. The top four coming into tonight's match night have not changed at the moment, so it looks like those four will be in action. In the meantime, please do follow us on Twitter if you don't already, at NBL_official. Use the hashtag GameChanger. Let us know who you're going to be supporting on finals night. And don't forget as well, if you want to relive all the action from match night 6, video on demand from Loughborough Sport versus MK Badminton, and this match as well, Team Derby versus University of Nottingham Badminton, available on Wednesday the 29th of April at 5 p.m. So you can watch that all over again. The regular season has come to an end. We'll see you at the Championship Finals Day on the 7th of June, when the inaugural NBL season will come to a close and the first ever NBL champions will be crowned. From the Derby Arena, a very good evening.